In this video, I'll show you how to install LSPDFR mod in GTA 5. If you find this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. Alright, if you want to experience GTA 5 from the other side of the law, LSPDFR lets you become a police officer. You can respond to emergency callouts, perform traffic stops, pursue fleeing suspects, investigate crime scenes, make arrests, and use a wide range of police equipment throughout your patrols. And in this video, I'll show you how to install LSPDFR. But before we start, take notes that this mod is designed for GTA 5 story mode only. Please do not launch GTA 5 if you have LSPDFR installed on your GTA 5, because attempting to play GTA Online with it installed could result in issues with your game or even your Rockstar account. So if you plan on playing GTA Online later, make sure you remove your mods or use a separate clean installation of GTA 5. Alright, to start, let's download LSPDFR. You can go to its official website, which is lspdfr.com, or just click the link in the description of this video. And once you're here, you want to scroll down and click Get LSPDFR for GTA 5. Click on it. In the next page, if you want to install for the legacy version of GTA 5, you can click download here. And if you want to download for the enhanced edition, you can click here. Now, for this video, I'll show you how to install it for GTA 5 legacy, but overall, the installation is going to be similar. So let's click here, download LSPDFR. And then you can scroll down and look for the download button on the right. Click on that again, and you'll see the user agreement. You can read through it. And if you agree, hit agree and download. Now you have two options here. You can download the manual install or the setup. If you know what you're doing, you can download the manual install so you can customize things. But for this video, we'll just download and use the setup. So hit download. You might need to pass the security check. Hit download again. It will prompt download. Just save it somewhere on your PC. By default, it'll go to your downloads folder. Now just hit save and the download will start. After you finish downloading, you can go to your downloads folder and you'll now have the setup. Double click on it, will unpack the data, and then you can select English and hit OK. And there will be another user agreement, read through it, and hit agree if you do. Here, you don't need to change anything, hit next again, and then you need to locate your GTA 5 installation folder. So if you don't know where, you can go to these paths on the screen. If you install GTA 5 in the default location, you'll probably find it there. But if you cannot find it, you can locate it through your launcher. So on Epic Games, you want to go to library and then look for your GTA 5 or GTA 5 Enhanced, and then click the three dots on the right, go to manage, and here click the folder icon and it'll open up your install location. On Steam, you want to go to library and then look for your GTA 5, right click on it, manage, and hit browse local file. It'll open up your GTA 5 install location as well. After you find your GTA 5 installation folder, you can go back to the installer and then locate it manually. So for me, it's going to be program files and then Epic Games and then GTA 5. Hit OK, and now I can hit install and it'll start installing LSPDFR. After it's done, check this box over here and hit finish. Now it'll open up this configurator, and what you need to do is hit next now. It'll ask you to accept the RagePluginHook license, click show license, and then you can read the disclaimer here. Just hit accept if you do. And then the next step, you're gonna click show settings. It'll open up the settings. Here you can change the console key. The default one is F4, but if you use this key for another thing, you can change it. The plugin timeout threshold, you can increase it to like 60,000, just like that. So if the plugin takes a long time, now you want to go to plugins, and here you want to check load these plugins on startup. Check LSPD first response, and after you launch GTA 5 with LSPD, you can change this to don't load any plugins on startup, because if you load too many plugins, it might crash your game. Alright, that's all the settings. You can hit save and close, and then hit OK. Now LSPDFR has been installed successfully. Hit OK. And before we launch GTA 5 with LSPDFR, I want to show you one thing. So inside the GTA 5 main directory, you'll have this LSPDFR folder. Open it up, and here you'll have a file called keys.ini. So you can open it up with Notepad, right click, and then select edit in Notepad. You can see all of the keybinds you can use to play GTA 5 with LSPDFR. So for example, to accept callouts is the key Y on your keyboard. And if you want to change it, you can just change it right here. I want C on my keyboard to accept callout. I just change it to C, but I'm not going to do that. And after you make any changes, go to file and then hit save. And you can close this. Next, let's open up lspdfr.ini. Right click on it and select it in Notepad. So here the first line is main preload all models. You want to change it to false, especially if this is the first time you install it, because if this is set to true, you might have problems with texture loss. So just change it to false, just like that, and then click file and hit save again. Now we're good to go. Alright, one more thing you need to do before you launch GTA 5 with LSPDFR is to disable the anti-cheat. To do that, on Rockstar Games Launcher, you want to go to settings, and then you need to uncheck BitAli. You need to uncheck BitAli, which is the anti-cheat of GTA Online. Now you cannot go to GTA Online and risk getting dead. After you do that, you can launch GTA 5 by launching RagePluginHook.exe on your GTA 5 directory. So let's go ahead and do that. It'll open up RagePluginHook and it will launch the game. Alright, if you install everything correctly, When you load into story mode, you'll see this on your screen. It is loading all of the plugins. The game, if you open up your map, you can see all of the police station that you can go to. You can just double click on it and drive there manually. But what you can also do is press F4 on your keyboard to open up the console and just type in go to PD like that and press enter. It will instantly teleport you to a police station. And now we're in front of the police station. You can go inside and you can be a police officer by going to the locker rooms and pressing E on this marker. Now just like go on duty, you need to select a character. You can customize a character just like you do GTA Online. I'm not going to change anything, just save and continue. Give it a name as well and select the character you just created. All right, now let's go to police locker and change the outfit. We have the cop. You can also change the variation and the inventory. Then go to advanced customization if you want and change more settings here, but I'm not going to do that. Let's hit confirm. Next, you can go to police garage and select the car that you want to use. So let's go with this one, I think. You can change the components and modification, but I'll just leave it with that. Select and continue. And there we go. Now we're in duty and you'll begin receiving emergency callouts from dispatch that you can respond throughout the city. So that'll be it for this video. If you find this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video.